Okay, so I have a proposal for you. What if the most overlooked, sometimes surprisingly smelly part of your anatomy, your feet,
Mhm.
is actually sending you secret, urgent health signals?
Hmm.
Like, I'm talking red alert text messages
Yeah.
from your nervous system, and you've just been ignoring the vibration this whole time.
That's not just a fun idea.
Yeah.
It is shockingly accurate. The foot is essentially the body's ultimate diagnostic window.
A window.
Yeah, I mean,
Or-
think about it. The blood vessels, the nerves,
Mhm.
they have the lowest supply of oxygen and nutrients because they're the furthest from the heart.
The end of the line.
The absolute end of the line. So they're the very first place to break down when something systemic is going wrong. They're like the canary in the coal mine.
So if they're the truth tellers, then our mission today is to, become fluent in their secret language.
Exactly.
We're going to decode how our feet are telling on the rest of our body. Let's jump right in with a feeling I think everyone has had.
Yeah.
That weird electrical fireworks show.
Right. We're talking about peripheral neuropathy, that really uncomfortable numbness or the tingling, sometimes a burning sensation.
It's like your foot fell asleep but then forgot how to wake up gracefully.
Yes, and it's a sign that the wiring is faulty.
It really feels like a battery running low, like the signal is glitching.
That's a perfect analogy.
So if B1 or thiamine is the fuel for these nerves, what's stealing it? What's draining the battery?
The villains are surprisingly classic. It's excessive sugar and alcohol.
Of course.
They run a siphon directly into your nerve cells and just drain the thiamine. The nerve starts to break down from starvation, and that's what you feel as neuropathy.
But wait, I thought everyone took B vitamins. Like, why isn't a simple B complex fixing this?
Because that electrical wire, the nerve sheath, it's made of fat.
Okay.
And standard B1 thiamine, it's water soluble.
So it can't get in.
It can't. It can't effectively penetrate that fatty nerve sheath to deliver the fuel. You need a specialized upgrade.
An upgrade?
It's a fat-soluble version of B1 called benfotiamine.
Benfotiamine.
Right. And because it's fat-soluble, it can cross that barrier and aggressively start repairing the damage.
Okay, this is where we have to talk about something pretty remarkable we saw in the research for this deep dive.
Mhm.
To really fix this, the suggestion wasn't just, take the dose on the label.
No, not at all. When you're dealing with a long-standing symptomatic deficiency like this, the idea is to go in with an aggressive tactical maneuver,
Which is?
taking up to 4 times the recommended dosage on the bottle. The goal is just total saturation.
And we have to pause here and say, this specific guidance, the really aggressive dosing, that is drawn directly from practitioner notes and materials we reviewed.
Absolutely.
You should always talk to a healthcare professional before you, make big changes like this.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact they advocate for it,
Yeah.
it just speaks to how serious the deficiency is.
Exactly. Okay, so let's move from faulty electrical signals to faulty temperature control.
Oh, I know this one.
You ever notice your toes or maybe your fingertips turning white or blue when it gets just a little bit cold?
Yes, like they're having a complete theatrical meltdown over a light breeze.
That's it. And it's not just poor circulation, it's more specific.
It's not. I always thought it was just from sitting at my desk.
It's pointing to an overactivation of your sympathetic nervous system.
The fight or flight system.
Right. When that system is always on high alert, it clamps down on blood vessels when it doesn't need to. It's panicking over the cold air and starving your toes of oxygen.
So my nervous system thinks I just saw a bear when I really just opened the freezer.
Basically, yeah.
Medical treatments use things like calcium channel blockers to force the vessels to relax. But what's the natural chill pill for this?
That would be magnesium.
Magnesium.
Think of it this way. Calcium is all about contraction. It makes things tighten up. Magnesium is the opposite. It's all about relaxation. It kicks the excess calcium out of the cells and stops the overcontraction.
And this connects directly to the worst thing, the dreaded foot and calf cramp. The Charlie horse.
Especially the one that jolts you awake at 3 in the morning.
Oh, yes.
That timing is the critical clue. Night cramps, especially those early morning ones, are one of the clearest signs of a magnesium deficiency.
Why then?
Because your tissue levels of magnesium are at their absolute lowest in the early morning. That's when the muscle just seizes up.
Okay, so if I start taking a magnesium pill, am I fixed? Because I've tried that. Sometimes I just end up with an upset stomach.
That's because you were probably taking magnesium oxide, which is poorly absorbed.
Right.
The simple fix is to use magnesium glycinate. It's bound to an amino acid, which makes it way easier for the body to absorb. We're talking up to 80% absorption.
And it's gentler on the system.
Much gentler. And like with the benfotiamine, you have to be consistent.
For weeks, not days.
Precisely. The suggested range is pretty high, 400 to 800 milligrams daily, because you're trying to replenish the body's entire store, not just get a temporary boost.
It's an investment in relaxation. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift up a bit. Swelling, puffy feet. It's not always the shoes, is it?
No. Sometimes it's a sign your internal plumbing is backed up because of what you ate.
What do you mean?
Edema, or swollen feet, is often linked to diabetes or just high blood sugar. When there's too much sugar in your blood, your body holds on to extra sodium and water to try and dilute it.
And that leads to the puffiness.
That's the puffiness, so the antidote is managing your sugar.
Okay, now what if we see discoloration, like the whole lower leg just looks unhealthy? What's the more dramatic diagnosis there?
Well, it could be a few things, but one serious issue to be aware of is deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, clots.
Cloth in the veins.
Right, and they prevent fluid from returning properly, which causes the swelling and discoloration.
And what's fascinating here is the connection to our daily lives.
Yeah.
I wouldn't immediately connect a leg clot to my crazy meeting schedule.
But you should. These clots are sometimes linked back to high levels of stress.
Stress. How?
High cortisol, the stress hormone, can literally change the viscosity of your blood. It makes it thicker, stickier,
Right.
more likely to clot.
Wow. Stress makes your blood thick.
Yeah.
So what's the nutritional antidote for that?
Our material points to vitamin E. It's often discussed as a natural blood thinner. It sort of acts like a lubricant for a sluggish system.
Okay, quick one. What if you get pain only when you're moving? Like it hurts to walk, but it stops the second you rest.
That is the classic sign of intermittent claudication.
Which
It's
is
a vascular problem. Your arteries are narrowing, and your body is basically screaming for oxygen when you move. That needs a professional assessment for sure.
It's an immediate stop sign from your body. Got it. Now, the big toe. The classic agonizing, I can't even have a sheet touch it pain, gout.
Right. Caused by a buildup of uric acid crystals.
We always hear about cutting back on meat and seafood.
We do. But here's the unexpected twist. Many people find significant relief by also cutting down on oxalate-rich foods.
Wait, oxalates? The stuff in health foods, like spinach and almonds?
Exactly. For some people, those tiny, sharp oxalate crystals don't just cause kidney stones. They can make joint pain and arthritis, including gout, much, much worse.
And the list includes spinach, almonds, and tusks.
Oh, no.
Dark chocolate, I'm afraid.
Of course it does. And let me guess, our MVP magnesium has a role here too.
It does. Magnesium can bind to oxalates in the gut, which helps neutralize them before they even get absorbed into your bloodstream.
Magnesium is really earning its keep today.
It really is.
Okay, let's finish with the tiniest canvases. The toenails.
Yeah.
Yellow nail beds. That could be fungus or something much more dramatic.
Much more. It could be jaundice, a sign of serious liver issues.
Mhm.
But let's focus on the more common one, chronic fungus.
Which is not just from the gym shower, is it? Rarely. If you have chronic fungus, it's almost always a visible sign of a weak or imbalanced gut. The fungus on your toe is just winning the battle because your immune system is distracted.
So all the tea tree oil in the world is just a Band-Aid.
It's secondary, yeah. The real treatment needs to start from the inside. Heal the gut with probiotics and a better diet. The root cause is systemic.
And sugar plays a huge role here because yeast loves sugar.
Absolutely. And yeast wins when your immune system is weak, which is often tied to a lack of vitamin D.
So the 1-2 punch is get off sugar to starve the yeast and get your vitamin D up to arm your immune system.
That's the strategy.
And finally, the shape of the nails. If they're splitting or curving up like a little spoon.
Those aren't just cosmetic issues. They're very specific indicators of nutritional deficiencies.
Like what?
Well, that spooning of the nail where it curves up, that's a classic sign of iron deficiency. Splitting nails could be low zinc. They're just signals that something essential is missing way upstream.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered B1 deficiency, a stressed out nervous system, magnesium shortages, sugar issues, even gut health, and iron. All just by looking down. Our feet are way better communicators than we give them credit for.
They really are. The bottom line is the foot is the first place to show stress because it's so remote. Understanding these little shifts lets you address the real problems before they become critical. It lets you be proactive.
So if your feet are giving you 4 separate warnings, a tingle, a night cramp, a puffy ankle, and a spoon-shaped nail, and you only listen to one, are you still winning?
Good question.
What other silent signals is your body trying to send you that you just dismiss as a weird sensation? Or, worse, just part of getting older? Something to think about.